Sancho's skill set is undeniable. But the one thing about him is when you look at all of his qualities in the game, yeah, they don't suit modern day wingers in isolation because most of the time the fullbacks are quick. So he's not just gonna run past man, bro. But no one's gonna sit here and tell man, yeah, that Sancho is not a baller, bro. Like there's no
Thing
way.
is, Sancho's a baller. Like Sancho is funny enough, the one player that I haven't really sold stocks on. But I'm not gonna come out here and tell you, yo, man's been good or man needs to build the team around him because, bro,
I'm not saying build a team around him, but
mm,
if we're playing the way, yeah, I would expect this manager to play. We'll get the best out of him. Because even the fact that the manager's looking at him and saying, yo, like this 10 thing, yeah, like look at him, he's mad creative. We need someone with good feet in the middle. Do you know what I mean? In these tight spaces, he knows the kind of 10 he wants. He's not moved Bruno out there to accommodate other players, bro. He's categorically said, yeah, that he needs someone with good feet that can turn in the middle. That's not Bruno, bro. The manager knows that.
It won't be Sancho. I'll tell you that. It won't be Sancho.
Sancho
doesn't have
Sancho will play more in there probably than Bruno will play in there next season, bro. I don't see Bruno playing in the 10 next season. Bruno's going to be a wide player for us, bro. I feel like that's his position now. I don't think that's an accommodation thing because look at the Liverpool game, for instance, yeah? Bro, we got battered by Liverpool. The manager made 3 different changes. Not one change was Bruno in the middle. Not one. Because he don't trust man in there no more, bruv. Like he doesn't play there anymore.
You know what it was? He doesn't play there anymore, but he knows what he's getting from Bruno. He knows it's coming at the cost of ball retention. He knows that.
Yeah.
Fam, with Sancho, you and I both know what we're going to get out of him once we've got him in this team that's literally built to his strengths, yeah? But you say to me, like, the whole isolation thing. Bro, you could literally put up a comp right now of Sancho. Sancho was cooking, man, one-on-one in that league. Like, what, didn't he score a goal where he's nutmegging Neymar on the halfway line, carrying the ball, doing this, doing that? Sancho was dynamic back then.
Sancho that comes from confidence, bro. That comes from confidence.
Yeah, but bro, at the end of the day, fam, at the end of the day, you're getting paid big dough. Man doesn't need to just stick around. Wait, you know what? Maybe in the 3rd year he'll have confidence. You know what? We'll wait till the 4th year for you to get some confidence. At the end of the day, you're a professional footballer. Take on your man, bro. Beginning of the season, when I saw Sancho get pocketed by Rico Henry, that's when I started getting red flags because I was like, Rico Henry gets cooked by every winger in this league, and Sancho was struggling to take him on. Like, you know what it is, bro? Don't take him on and beat him. It's fine. Lose the ball. Take him on. Just show some intent on the ball. He doesn't do it. Like, man, they make it sound like every time he had the ball at Dortmund, he had Hakimi bombing forward. Now, bro, there were times where he was cooking man alone. So why is he doing it there? But all of a sudden he comes to Manchester United and he's this passive brother that just relies on players. He's a completely different player at Manchester United than the one he was in the German league. And we have to ask questions why. Because it's definitely not system.
Because it's a different league, bro. It's a different league. It's a different team. And it's confidence, bro. That's all it is, bro. At the end of the day, yeah, it's very clear. To be a player like Sancho and to perform the way he performs, you have to be confident, bro. You have to be. And also, he's a risk-averse player anyway. If you watch his games, yeah, like for all the times you're saying he nutmeg this person and nutmeg this person and all of that, yeah, he does that in 1 or 2 actions in a 90-minute game, bro. Like, that's not him all the time. The problem is people look at comps of Sancho and see the nutmegs and the little rolls and that, and they think that every time he gets the ball, he does that. He doesn't do that. Sancho might do that once or twice in a 90-minute game. The problem is now, yeah, like when he gets his head up, when you look at Jadon Sancho, when he gets the ball out wide, yeah, what does he do? Gets his head up and looks to pass it to someone inside, and then he follows the run, bro. Like all the time. Like the goal that we scored against Fulham, where he played the ball into Luke, was it to Luke Shaw? It was to Luke Shaw, then crossing to Savitzer. Like, bro, that's what he does. He gets his foot on the ball out wide. He looks up, looks to ping it to someone, then cut off and then receive it again. Like, he doesn't really travel with the ball past people. He makes the space by doing little give and goals. The problem is at Man United, a lot of the time, you put your foot on the ball, you get your head up, there's no one there, bro. The man end up passing backwards. So, like, it's not his game to just, it's not his game. It's not his game to run at him. You have to adjust your expectations and what you want man to do. If you want him to do the Garnacho thing, get his head down and just run with it. He's not going to do that, bro.
Nah, I didn't say do the Garnacho, do the Mbappe, do the Rashford. Bro, I just said just show me some intent on it. Just be direct. Yeah, even if
that's
it
not his
means
game though. He's not a direct player, bro. Like he's a build-up player that has glimpses of like going past players, but he doesn't do that all the time, bro. That's the reason why he's a wide player and you finish the game with high 90% pass completion all the time. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what he does. He's a safe player, bro. He does the little glimpses of like the creative stuff, like the magical things, but he's not the guy that's going to keep running at his defender till he gets the better of him. That's Rashford.
No,
same with Tony. Tony does the same thing, cuts inside, pass, give and go. People were like, oh, why didn't Martial take players on anymore? But he never used to really anyway. Like he never used to go at players all the time.
That's fine. That's cool. You don't have to take on a player at every God-given opportunity. He doesn't take on his man at all. But he done it before. And now that's why I asked the question. What is it? Is it the fact that we signed a brother that was balling out in a shit league, but he can't do it in the Prem? Because if that's the case, I've got question marks over him. And like I said, bro, man can easily just go back and watch full 90s. You don't need to watch a YouTube comp. Go back and watch full 90s. Bro, he's a completely different player. So at the end of the day, if that's the way we're looking at Sancho, then why on God's earth did we go and sign Anthony? Because Anthony falls into the same bracket. So
exactly.
Now
they're similar. They're very similar. They're very, very similar, bro. But I don't have an issue with that. Do you know what I mean? They're very similar. That's why having them two made me think, you know what? Maybe the manager does want to keep the ball long term because they're both possession-based wingers. Like Anthony does not risk taking the ball because even from a coaching standpoint, yeah, we have safe dribbles and we have unsafe dribbles. The unsafe dribbles are down on your weaker foot all the time. Anthony very rarely risks the unsafe dribble taking it down the line unless he knows he can beat someone. Most of the time, he'll put his foot on it, he'll roll, come back, look for the pass across. That's what Anthony does. He doesn't do the unsafe dribble, whereas the unsafe dribble for Rashford is on his right foot, take it down the line, down the left wing. But he does it a lot of the time. Most of the time, defender cuts it out. Do you know what I mean? The same with Garnacho. Most of the time, defender cuts it out. But the one time he gets through, he can cause a problem. Anthony, safe dribble most of the time. Sancho, safe dribble most of the time. So yes, you players that are going to do the unsafe things as well, but you can't expect players that play safe to not play safe. You just either buy different players or you play a combination of the two and just say, cool, we're not going to play Sancho and Anthony together. Like that's it.
Anthony doesn't not go down the outside because it's a safe dribble. That brother has no right foot. Like he will never.
Yeah, but he can still come back inside though, because Rashford goes down onto the left and then comes back in.
He will never go down the outside. But okay, cool. So we went and signed. So basically, two of Manchester United's marquee signings in the past 2 years, over 70 million. Funny enough, both play in the same position and both need unlocking. Why would we do that then?
I don't think they need unlocking. I don't think they need unlocking at all. I think that Anthony, yeah. The funny thing is with Anthony gets a lot of stick when he plays for us, but when he doesn't play, yeah, we miss him all the time because the balance isn't there in the team. The balance ain't there, bro. The balance isn't there.
Do you know what it is? When you say we miss him, yeah, we miss him off the ball. Do you agree or not?
100% we miss him off the ball, bro. Because what he gives us defensively is mad underrated. And also the way he stretches teams as well, the runs he makes that run to stretch the pitch and then comes back and receives the ball. And he can receive the ball under pressure and not lose it, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people give him stick for, not losing the ball, yeah, and not taking risks. But it's like the fact that he don't lose the ball is because he doesn't take risks.